You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, I'm Juan Fernandez, and here's a look at your top stories. All ports of entry near Niagara Falls are closed after a car explosion at the Rainbow Bridge border crossing. Take a look, new video this afternoon showing the moments the explosion happened right there. Law enforcement sources say the car entered the U.S. from Canada right around 9 a.m. our time. They say the driver cleared the first checkpoint and was sent to a second checkpoint for further inspection. They say the vehicle then exploded. Reasons here are still unclear. The two people in the car died.
It went airborne. The vehicle began to turn sideways and went under something overhead, and then it hit something over there. And my prayer was just, please don't let any of the officers, get hit over there.
And moments ago, New York Governor Kathy Hochul gave new details about the suspect. Listen in.
We've identified that this is a local individual, a Western New Yorker. Two individuals died in the vehicle. The Border Patrol individual working in the booth was injured. The booth literally protected that individual. They went to the hospital with minor injuries and have been released.
Governor Hochul also saying there is no indication that this explosion you see right here was a terror attack. Back here, a man has been arrested accused of killing a man and burying him in his North Hills backyard. Investigators arrested Russell Robinson in the months-long investigation. The 48-year-old is accused of the murder of 35-year-old Carlos De Leon of Guatemala. Friends had reported De Leon missing back in June. The case eventually led detectives to a home in North Hills where they found De Leon's remains buried in the backyard. Robinson is being held without bail. Well, the crackdown on retail crimes, several law enforcement agencies are teaming up to boost patrols to protect shoppers this holiday season. KCAL's Jeff Nguyen shows us.
Jeff Nguyen here in Watts, and we are outside the Nike community store where you can see a very visible LAPD presence. There's one unit right there, and then right over here is another black and white unit. And the reason for this is because on Sunday, there was a flash mob robbery at this store. About 17 young people ran in here and took off with a bunch of merchandise. We're told about $17,000 worth of merchandise. The detective who is the lead detective on this case tells us that the store here has told him since May, nearly 30 robberies have happened at the store. So the reason we are back here today is because the state of California, between the CHP, the DA's office in San Francisco, as well as the LA County Sheriff's Department, held a virtual news conference today to talk about how they are combating retail theft in the state of California. And one of the things that they are doing is right now, as you can see, a visible presence of law enforcement and some other tools that they have implemented as well, including undercover police officers. All of this is part of a grant from the governor's office to help fund prosecution as well as the enforcement piece of this. So we will stay on top of this for you, and we will have news on this and also the community reaction to what's going on here, because a number of people have said to us, because of these sort of flash mob robberies, they are afraid that investments such as this store might go away. So their concern is that the more this happens, the less likely investments like this will stay in place. And it's not just retail that they are worried about, but good jobs, good paying jobs that are available to the community. So we will have this for you on KCAL News beginning at 4 p.m.
Well, more trouble today for Thanksgiving travelers on the road. Some of the northbound lanes on the 5 freeway near the Grapevine are closed after a semi-truck dumped a load of pipes. So far, the two far right lanes are back open, but traffic is extremely backed up. The CHP says this all happened before noon near Grapevine Road. Crews are working to clear the lanes of the 15-foot metal pipes. We spoke to drivers who got caught up in this mess.
Oh, we didn't see it, but we saw it on Google Maps. And then it was backed up, so we have kids, and we figured we'd just exit and hang out here for a little bit. And then a truck driver told us that the delay is maybe about 400 minutes. So that's a big hunk of time.
And that's a great attitude to have. We're going to keep monitoring the closures and bring you any updates. All right, let's take a live look at LAX this afternoon. Travelers are piling into the Horseshoe. Near 50,000 flights will be in the air today. LAX officials say 2.5 million passengers are expected to pass through during the period that began last Thursday and ends on Sunday. And something to be thankful for if you're sticking around for the holiday. Of course, it's our weather. KCAL News meteorologist Olga Ospina has what we can expect in your next weather forecast. Olga.
Hi, Juan. Yes, and we are talking about pretty comfortable temperatures as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday. We're talking about a lot of people on the roads doing some traveling. The good news is those really strong gusty Santa Anas that we had the last couple of days. Look at this. Things are much calmer outside, so a little better on the road, especially if you drive those high-profile vehicles. But we are still hanging on to the heat. Look at these temperatures outside currently. We are in the upper 70s from Camarillo into Westlake Village, Simi Valley 77. We have some 80s, low 80s in Van Nuys. A little cooler out through the Antelope Valley in the 60s. As we head into the LA area, 83 in Torrance. We have low 80s in downtown Los Angeles as well as Long Beach. So a really nice day. We're seeing plenty of sunshine, although that's going to be changing as we head into later tonight. Take a look at Orange County. We're seeing plenty of 80s in Los Alamitos, Santa Ana, as well as the Newport coast. So even coastal areas getting in on the heat. Upper 70s throughout much of the Inland Empire and 70s as well for places like Beaumont into Yucaipa. Here's a look at numbers for tomorrow. So we'll start feeling that cool down, but this is your Thanksgiving forecast. Still very comfortable. These numbers are pretty close to where we should be for this time of year. Upper 60s along the coastline, some low to mid 70s across inland spots, and then some more changes as we head into the weekend. So we have this area of low pressure that's going to be dropping down as we head into tomorrow, and that's going to start cooling us down. We'll get a little more cloud cover that we're going to start noticing as we head into late tonight and into early tomorrow. But even by the afternoon, we'll be seeing some sunshine on Thanksgiving. It's going to be a really nice forecast, but we'll continue with those cooler temperatures and some cloud cover, even potentially a little bit of drizzle as we head into the early part of Friday. If you happen to be getting out of town, here's a look at temperatures. Again, numbers will be dropping across our area and pretty close by. So even if you're heading to Vegas, 59 degrees as we head into Saturday, low 60s on Sunday, 60s in Santa Barbara as well as Scottsdale, 73 degrees by Sunday, and then Palm Springs as well as San Diego will be in the 60s and low 70s as we head into this weekend. A little closer to home for the valleys, numbers also in the low 70s, so not too bad with some sunshine. Thursday, tomorrow, Thanksgiving, 74 degrees. As we head towards coastal areas, you also will be feeling that cool down with numbers dropping down into the 60s as we head already into tomorrow, and we'll keep it that way as we head into the weekend and into early next week. Back to you guys.
Looks good, Olga. Thanks so much. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. I'm Juan Fernandez. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live right here at 4 on CBS News Los Angeles.